When it comes time to pull down the hoops and turn off the lights following a Navy men's basketball home game, senior captain Kevin Alter is usually still breaking a sweat on the court. This 5'6" guard isn't the type to sweat the small stuff. Instead, he puts his heart and soul into more than just basketball. The Rumson, New Jersey native has lived a life of leadership. Still, this game offers the perfect window into the light Alter casts onto the lives of those around him.
I love it. It's just like having a passion for the game. I just think ever since I was a kid, I just really loved that game, and I love the challenge it had for me. I guess you could say being undersized, that people look down on me in terms of, the way that I play, or I wasn't able to play at a high level. And for me, that was always like fueling the fire, as I always said, and my dad said the same thing. It's just kind of like fueling the fire. And so for me, the game just kind of like evolved, and I put so much time into it that like I just have so much joy for it. Just, you gotta express your passion and your love for the game, because that really just, when you show it, then you really excel, I think.
Alter is a quality teammate, perhaps most notably when he's sitting on the sidelines. Except he typically isn't sitting for long, even though he is the mid with the least amount of minutes played this season.
If I'm not playing, I gotta make sure that I can have an impact on any level and make sure that guys aren't moping because they're not playing or not, but just always making sure that everyone's engaged and trying to get the bench involved. And it's great seeing guys on the bench cheer for those guys that are playing. Our assistant coach here, Coach Nestor, would always say, it's better to be ready and not play than to play and not be ready, is how he used it. I gotta make sure that I'm ready to play, and if I see the plays, because I always run the scouts and make sure that I'm calling out the plays for these guys and making sure they're in the right stance and talking a lot, and I think the guys that are playing can hear it, and I think it hopefully helps them.
Not every player that comes through any one of Navy's Division I programs makes it all 4 years on the team, especially when all of that practice and hard work doesn't necessarily guarantee playing time. That hasn't dimmed Alter's light, as his impact on the program is better reflected in his character. Recorded minutes don't add up to the way that Alter has captured endless moments with his infectious positive attitude and captivating perspective.
No matter what you're going through, no matter what issues you have, whenever you step on the court or wherever you're going through situations, you need to always have a positive attitude. You just always have to stick together. And our coach always says, like, hold fast. But that's like really like the truth of it. Tough times don't last, tough people do.
Alter has proven his toughness without losing the genuine finesse every good leader needs in order to earn and keep the trust of his peers. As he approached his senior year, he was the battalion commander for Plebe Summer and led 550 midshipmen that were embarking on new journeys in Annapolis. He stands tall where he is today because he's not taken any positive influence in his life for granted. When others doubted his future in basketball, high school coach Chris Champeau gave the fiery guard a varsity shot, and Alter did not disappoint.
We had a new high school coach who didn't look at my height and didn't look at the things that people said that I was undersized and the things that I might have had a disadvantage, but he was always looking at my advantages in terms of how, I always worked hard and how I always kept a positive attitude. And from there, he just put an immediate trust in me, and that's when like all my leadership kicked off and I really was able to grow as a player, and that my passion for the game kind of just like sparked.
Known as the Colonel in the Alter family, Kevin's grandfather is a Navy grad. Kevin's brother has helped him put on a charity stickball tournament since 2007, and his mom often sends him motivational quotes, ideal for the journal she inspired him to write since his senior year of high school.
My mom always sends me quotes. It's always one about attitude, and if I could just title it, I'd probably just say attitude on the front.
Alter will take his positive attitude with him once his chapter as a mid closes and he sets off to become a commissioned officer in the United States Marine Corps. For the Patriot League Network, I'm Melanie Pulowski.